the Italians sent their Special Corps of Africa into the port town of Massawa, was at the time under the authority of the Ethiopian Empire in 1887. The latter initially sent a warning to the Italian officials that they were in violation of a treaty that had been signed between Ethiopia, known then as Abyssinia, Britain, and Egypt. But the warning was not heeded. Instead, Italy decided to double down and began to prepare for a battle at the Sahati fortification with 167 Italian troops alongside 1,000 locals. The town's governor, Ras Alula Ngida, was not even slightly tolerant of this move and decided to outright attack the fortification and its inhabitants. This risky decision resulted in a tragic number of casualties for the Ethiopians, with only a few Italians being injured and none killed. The attacking troops had been no match for the garrison's cannon and rifles, and were shortly forced to retreat, while some still remained alive. Still, the Italians were now low on ammunition, and further felt need for reinforcements, which resulted in about 550 additional troops being sent to the fortification. Thanks to his spies, Ras Alula was given a heads up and quickly gathered a fresh army to march back to the garrison before the reinforcements could arrive. This time, the Ethiopians greatly outnumbered the Italians, who still had superior weaponry but low ammunition. The battle raged on for a few hours before the ammo finally ran out, and the Ethiopians routed their enemies, almost wiping them out entirely. This considerably angered the surviving Italians and their authorities, which turned the newfound war into not only a political struggle, but also a personal vendetta. Now, at the end of January, Italy voted to send a massive new force back to Eritrea to avenge their recent defeat, while the Ethiopian emperor, Johannes IV, decided to pull his troops out of the area for the time being. This ended up being a wise move, as the Italians were suddenly plagued by disease and forced to return home by March. The rest of the year was marked by a period of shady politics and back-and-forth alliances. The Italians hoped to bribe the rivals of Johannes into partnerships with them, while the emperor himself looked to maintain unity within the region so he would have support against the invading threat. Ultimately, with the death of Johannes as he fought elsewhere against the maddest Sudanese threat, the Italians found some degree of success, as the monarch was succeeded by Menelik of Shiva, whom they had previously formed an alliance with. This brought about the treaty in which Italy's new possessions throughout the establishment of Italian Eritrea were recognized by the Ethiopian Empire.